write down another formula. Tan of x plus y. The formula for tan x plus y can be obtained by using the relation between tan, sine and cos. Tan of theta is equals to sine theta upon cos theta. So tan of x plus y will be equals to sine of x plus y upon cos of x plus y. Now you can expand sine of x plus y and cos of x plus y using the above relations. So sine of x plus y will be sine x cos y plus cos x sine y whole divided by cos x cos y minus sine x sine y. Now to convert everything into tan, we will divide the numerator and denominator by cos x cos y. What we are going to do? We will divide the numerator and denominator by cos x cos y. So it will become sin x cos y upon cos x cos y plus cos x sin y upon cos x cos y whole divided by cos x cos y upon cos x cos y minus sin x sin y upon cos x cos y. So after simplification, what you will get is, here cos y gets cancelled out and you will get sin x upon cos x, which is tan of x. Here cos x and cos x gets cancelled out. You get sin y upon cos y, which is tan y whole upon, here you will get 1 minus, here you will get sin x upon cos x, which is tan x, and sin y upon cos y, which is tan y. So the formula for tan of x plus y is tan x plus tan y upon 1 minus tan x tan y. Now to obtain the formula for tan x minus y, write it like this: tan of x plus minus y. So it will become tan of x plus tan of minus y upon 1 minus tan x into tan of minus y. So tan x will remain like this. Tan of minus y is minus tan y. So it will become minus tan y whole upon, it's 1, it's tan x and it's tan of minus y. It will become minus tan y. So this minus and minus will get plus. So it will become 1 plus tan x tan y. So this is the formula for tan of x minus y, which is equals to tan x minus tan y upon 1 plus tan x tan y. Similarly, we can obtain the formula for cot of x plus y also. Cot of x plus y can be written as cos of x plus y whole upon sine of x plus y. Expand them, you will get cos x cos y minus sin x sin y whole divided by sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. Now to obtain everything in terms of cot, we will divide numerator and denominator by sin x sin y. After doing this, you will get over here, it will get sin x and sin y in the denominator. So cos x upon sin x will become cot x and cos y upon sin y will become cot y. Now if we divide this term by sin x sin y, it will be 1 only. If we divide this term by sin x sin y, sin x will get cancelled out and you will get cos y upon sin y, which will be cot y. And over here, if you divide this term by sin x sin y, so sin y gets cancelled out and you get cos x upon sin x, which is cot x. So this is the formula for cot of x plus y. Now, how will you obtain the value of cot of x minus y? Replace here y with minus y. If you replace y with minus y, it will become cot of x into cot of minus y minus 1 whole upon cot of minus y plus cot of x. So it will become, if you take minus sign out, because cot of minus y will be equals to minus cot y. So it will become minus cot x cot y plus 1 whole upon minus cot y plus cot x. Multiply this minus sign in the denominator, you will get cot x cot y plus 1 whole divided by cot y minus cot x. Now let's discuss some more formulas. Or let's take a simple question. Let's take a question. We need to prove that tan of pi by 4 plus x whole upon tan of pi by 4 minus x is equals to 1 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan x whole square. So let's take the LHS. In the LHS and in the numerator part, you can see that it is tan a plus b. It's tan x plus y formula. And in the denominator part, it is tan x minus y formula. So let's apply the formulas. Tan x plus y is tan x plus tan y upon 1 minus tan x tan y. So tan pi by 4 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan x divided by the denominator, which is tan pi by 4 minus x. So you can write it like this: tan pi by 4 minus tan x whole upon 1 plus tan pi by 4 tan x. Tan pi by 4 equals 1. So it will become 1 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan x. Tan pi by 4 equals 1. So it will become 1 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan x. Replace this divide sign by multiply sign. So you have to do the reciprocal of this term. So it will become 1 plus tan x. The denominator becomes numerator over here, and the numerator will become denominator. So it will be 1 minus tan x in the denominator. So you can see that in the numerator you have 1 plus tan x, and in the denominator 1 plus tan x squared, and in the denominator you have 1 minus tan x squared. Hence the RHS. Now let's discuss some more formulas. Now, if you need to find the value of multiple angles like sine of 2x, so you can write it like this: sine of x plus x. And by applying the formula, you will get sine x cos x plus cos x. So it will be equals to twice of sine x. So sine 2x is equals to 2 sine x cos x. Sine 2x is equals to 2 sine x cos x. Now how to use this formula? Suppose somebody asks you to find the value of sine x in terms of x by 2. So from here you know that sine of 2x is equals to 2 sine x cos x. If here the angle is 2x, it gets divided by 2. It becomes half of it. So half of 2x is x. So here the angle is x. Now here the angle is x. So if I want to write it according to the formula, then the angle over here will be half of it. Here we have x in the angle, so the angle would be x by 2 here. Similarly here the angle. So what will sine of x by 2 become in terms of this formula? It will become twice of sine x by 4 cos x by 4. Whatever be the angle over here, you have to just half the angle over here. Let's take another formula. Cos of, okay, before that, let's convert sine to x in terms of tan also. We know that sine of 2x is equals to twice of sine x into cos x. Let's multiply and divide this with cos x. So you will get twice of sine x upon cos x into cos square x. We have multiplied and divided by cos x. So here's the divided cos x, and when we multiply cos x by cos x, we will get cos square x. So what will it become? We know that sin x upon cos x is 10x. So in the numerator part you will have twice of 10x. This cos square x can be written as 1 upon secant square x. So we have in the denominator secant square x. But from the second identity, we know that secant square x can be written as 1 plus 10 square x. So sin 2x can also be written as 2 10x upon 1 plus 10 square x. Similarly, we can do it for cos 2x also. We will write it like this: cos of x plus x. On simplification, it will become cos square x minus sin square x. So cos 2x can be written as cos square x minus sin square x. Again, if the angle is 2x over here, it will get half over here. 2x becomes x. 4x will become 2x. For example, if you want to find the value of cos 6x using this formula, it will be cos square 3x minus sin square 3x. Whatever is the angle over here, you just have to half it over here. So half of 6x is 3x. Now, in terms of 10x, so let's divide and multiply this equation by cos square x. So you will get cos square x minus sin square x whole upon cos square x into cos square x. Now this will become cos square x upon cos square x minus sin square x upon cos square x into cos square x. It will become 1 minus 10 square x, and in the denominator you can write cos square x as 1 upon secant square x, but we know that secant square x can be written as 1 plus 10 square x. So it is cos 2x, which can be written as 1 minus 10 square x upon 1 plus 10 square x. Here also the angle gets half. Now if you want the formula of cos 2x in terms of sin x only, then you need to convert this cos square x into sin x. And how can you convert this cos square x? Using the first identity, you can write it like this: 1 minus sin square x minus sin square x. It will be equals to 1 minus 2 sin square x. So cos 2x is equals to 1 minus 2 sin square x. And if you want the value of cos 2x in terms of cos x only, you need to convert this sin x into cos x. So it will become cos square x minus, you will write the sin square x as 1 minus cos square x. So it will become 2 cos square x minus 1. So the one formula that we have got from here is this. The second formula was this. This is the third formula and this is the fourth. So according to the question, we can utilize any of the four formulas for cos 2x. Similarly, we can obtain the formula for tan 2x also by writing it like this: tan of x plus x. On simplification, you will get the formula as tan 2x is equals to twice of tan x upon 1 minus tan square x. In this way, we can also find the value of sin 3x. Sin 3x can be written as sin x plus 2x. So it will become sin x cos 2x plus cos x sin 2x. Now we should convert all the trigonometric ratios into terms of sin x only. So it will become sin x into 1 minus 2 sin square x plus cos x into 2 sin x cos x. On simplification, it will become sin x minus 2 sin cube x, and it will become 2 sin x into cos square x. So you can write it like this: sin x minus 2 sin cube x plus, convert this cos square x into sin x. From the first identity, you can write cos square x is equals to 1 minus sin square x. So it will become sin x minus 2 sin cube x plus 2 sin x minus 2 sin cube x. So on simplification, the formula will become 3 sin x minus 3 sin cube x. So sin 3x can be written as 3 sin x minus 3 sin cube x. In the same way, you can find the value of cos 3x. You can write it like this: cos of x plus 2x. And on simplification, you will get, on simplification, convert everything in terms of cos x only. And if you do so, you will get it as 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x. 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x. Also, if you want to find the value of tan 3x, you can do so by writing it like this: tan of x plus 2x, then apply the formula of tan x plus y and convert everything in terms of tan x only. So when you will do this, you will get the answer as 3 times tan x minus tan cube x whole upon 1 minus 3 tan square x. So these are the formulas of compound angles. So with the help of these formulas, you can do questions. So if somebody asks you to find the value of cos 75 degree, you can write it like this: cos 45 degree plus cos 45 degree plus 30 degree. 75 can be split like this. So it is the formula of cos A plus B. Cos A plus B is, it's cos x plus y. Cos x plus y is equals to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So it will be cos 45 degree cos 30 degree minus sin 45 degree sin 30 degree. So it will be 1 by root 2 into root 3 by 2 minus 1 by root 2 into 1 by 2. So answer will be root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. If you need to find the value of tan pi by 8. Now we know that pi by 8 is not a standard angle. So let's take some standard angle. If you talk about tan of pi by 4, then tan of pi by 4 is a standard angle. And you can split pi by 4 in terms of pi by 8 like this. you can write it like this. 10 pi by 4 is basically 2 into pi by 8. So if we take pi by 8 as theta, then basically it is what? 10 to theta? It is 10 to theta. And we know that 10 to theta can be converted in terms of theta by using the formula. 10 to theta is 1 minus 10 square theta. 10 to theta is 2 10 theta upon 1 minus. So by applying this formula, you can get 10 to theta, which is pi by 4, equals to twice of 10 pi by 8 whole upon 1 minus 10 square pi by 8. So let 10 pi by 8 equals to t. So it will become 10 pi by 4 is 1, and we have put 10 pi by 8 equals to t. So it will become 1 equals to 2t upon 1 minus t square. After simplification, it will become 1 minus t square equals to 2t, or you can say t square plus 2t minus 1 equals to 0. Let's solve it using the quadratic formula. If you'll solve it using the quadratic formula, you will write t equals to minus b, that is minus 2, plus minus under root b square, which is 4, minus 4 into a into c, whole upon twice of a, which is 2 into 1. So it will be minus 2 plus minus under root 4 plus 4, 8 upon 2. So t will be equals to minus 2 plus minus 2 root 2 upon 2. So it will be equals to t equals to minus 1 plus minus root 2. Now see, from here you get two values of t. One value is t equals to minus 1 plus root 2, and one value is t equals to minus 1 minus root 2. But we know that pi by 8 is acute angle. So it lies in first quadrant. And in first quadrant we know that all trigonometric ratios are positive. Therefore t is positive. T is positive. So we will reject this value because it's negative and accept this value. So the value of 10 pi by 8 will be equals to root 2 minus